G'day everyone, welcome back to the channel, and in today's video we'll be taking a look at the Studio Series 117 Decepticon Hatchet from Dark of the Moon. So take a look at the box. There's the figure still in there. He looks a bit funny. There's his no dreads just chilling there. There's a shot of his SUV alt mode. There's his name. On this side, a shot of the robot mode. On the other side, close up of it, Studio Series. This side, get some shots of the quadrupedal robot mode and little vehicle. It's officially licensed. Thanks, GM. Includes a backdrop, won't see any more of those, and yeah. At the back, just some words and whatever, and at the top, Transformers Dark of the Moon. So with all that said, let's get him out of there. But first, I'll give you a chance to like the video, or else the Magpie of Judgment will swoop down upon you like an unsuspecting cyclist. So here we have the little Hatchet outside of the packaging, and we'll just take a look at some of the details. Got like some weird kind of like piranha-esque head sculpt there. Got some black and silver on the top of the head. Red for all 8 of his eyes. That's quite terrifying. He has the signature dreads of his little subgroup. Cast in like a bit of squishy plastic. There are his big old front paws. Got some black paint at this part here. These little cable panels like pop off a lot easier than I'd like. Get back on. How does it even come off? No, whatever. I mean, it looks a bit better without it, I suppose. Anyhow, there is his tummy, because why not? There's the hind legs. Gets is that paint there? It might just be shadow. As you can see, he's got most of the vehicle mode on his back and coming off his butt. Speaking of, there is the tail. Comes packed separately in the box, so don't lose it. And real quick, on mine, when I took out the box, I noticed that there. Hold on. So like over here, this is fine. Over here, this is cracked at the ball joint, which is pretty not okay. Like that is broken all the way through. That really sucks. And the tail can come out. So the tail plugs into in this spot here, and it comes out really easily. Doesn't even like to hold in sometimes. Stay in place. Now let's get that back on. There. Now getting into the posability, the head can move from side to side. The jaw can open. Some nice detailing in there. The little dreads on the inside can move around a bit, but they can't really move out past that point without hitting the arms. Or the front legs, sorry. Speaking of, they are on a ball joint, so they can rotate. Full 360. Rotation, what would be the bicep. Whatever. Front leg bends past 90, that's very nice. And the front paw can come back and go up for transformation. Nothing at the waist. I don't want to touch this leg because it's broken. The hind leg can kick forward as much as it needs to. Back. Can go out a bit. Going up for a peeing pose, I guess. This knee here can go to about 90. And the back and the back paw can extend out and go into this little angle in there. The tail can't do much except for popping off, and I only had to mention it that time. Yeah. So, as a quadrupedal transformer, he's not the most articulated. And he has bits and bobs that like to fall off him. Hooray. Now moving on to the transformation. First thing we want to do is remove the tail, if it doesn't do that for you. Then we'll just bring out the backpack, unfurl this panel and that panel out, and onto the arms, raise them up. That panel looking like that. Bring the front paw in and do the same thing over here. Rotate, bring that panel up, bring the paw in, and then we'll just get all that sandwiched together. I love transforming these Bayformer figures. Alright, so we've got this going on now. Alright, next step. There are these slots on the inside of the dreads, which will attach to tabs on both sides of the tail. So we'll just get that lined up. Come on. Get on. Alright, there's that side. There we go. So we've got that going on. Now I'm going to pray that this leg doesn't break while we transform it. Alright, so rotate that. Bring this panel around so it's not in the way. There is a tab here which will go in the slot up in there. And I'm praying that it doesn't break the leg when I try and do this. And that panel does not like to hold in. Come on, there we go. Cool. Alright, we'll get the tail back on in a second. Just do the same thing over here. Extend the leg out, bring this panel out to here, and that will go in here. Oh my gosh. These arm panels suck so much. Alright, whatever. Pretending that those arm panels stayed on, we bring down this section here, get get that all tabbed together. And bring up the front of the car, and that should tab in. And yeah, there's the car mode. Hooray! Wait on. Alright, and here we have the actual more complete looking alt mode. That transformation was trash, but whatever. And we'll take a look at some of the details. Got the headlights picked out in white. Got the Chevrolet logo out front. I personally wouldn't be proud of it being on this figure, but you know, that's how it be. Got the red up top for the, I guess, emergency lights or whatever. Got a nice blue for the windows all the way around, which is actually quite rare. There it is from the back. Got another Chevy logo. There is the tail. I guess it's kind of like a trailer hitch in this situation. And yeah. Obviously, with these kind of licensed figures, the alt mode generally takes priority. Yeah, it looks alright. There it is from the top. Here it is from the bottom. If your car looks like this, then it might be an alien robot dog. And there is that broken leg. I'm amazed it held together, considering these panels didn't. And you know, rolls pretty alright. That's good. At least the figure can do something. And with all that out of the way, we'll move on to some comparisons. Here he is with the last figure I reviewed, the Age of the Primes Fugitive Waspinator. We have the Robots in Disguise 2015 Legion Class Crab Car. We have Dark of the Moon Crowbar. And Last Night Berserker. And back to robot mode. Here it is with Waspinator again. Here he is with the Robots in Disguise 2015 Legion Class Crab Guy. And with Studio Series Crowbar and the Last Night Berserker. So there you have that. So to wrap up, the Studio Series Deluxe Class Dark of the Moon Hatchet is a painfully annoying figure. Beyond the fact that like one of the hind legs decided to crack at the ball joint, I don't even know how you managed that. You just have bits popping off constantly, from the forearm panels to the tail just not wanting to cooperate. It's not a fun time, and the figure itself is also just lacking in, I guess, posability. You can't really get him the weird like robot cat alien thing into any really cool dynamic poses. Like the front legs don't have much in the way of moving back and forth, so they're always just stuck right next to the head, which means you're not really getting that much in the way of cool expressive shots, in my opinion. I'm not too bummed that he doesn't come with, you know, much in the way of accessories. It does feel like it's missing out on the spike clubs that the other two dreads came with. And like, I'd only really recommend picking him up if you want to complete your Dark of the Moon collection or your Dread collection. In that sense, he would look right at home with that kind of thing. But I would not recommend picking him up as a solo experience. He is definitely not worth it in my opinion. You know, when the mold first came out as the Last Night Berserker, even back then you had the arm panels popping off. So this mold from the beginning just isn't that good in my opinion, and Hatchet just wears it even worse somehow. And with all that said, thank you very much for watching. If you like this video and want to see any of my previous reviews, there are links to playlists in the description down below. And if you want to help support the channel, feel free to subscribe with notifications on, drop us a like, and leave a comment if you're feeling spicy. And I will catch you all next time. Peace.